Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Huskers in Enemy Territory. Since I didn't do a video on Saturday, I wasn't really feeling up to it. I'm going to do a Nebraska spring game reaction video. Um, I don't know. There wasn't much to talk about in terms of sports. You know, I kind of looked or whatever, and I figured why not do a kind of a spring game reaction video and my overall thought on maybe how the season will go. There was a few people that kind of intrigued me on Twitter that said that Nebraska would probably go 3-9 in the Big Ten, and I just really doubt that's going to happen. So let's get into the spring game, and then maybe towards the end of the video, I'll kind of get at the schedule or whatever. I didn't really write down all the teams, but I'll try and kind of go off the top of my head. I think I have them all, honestly, but who knows? Okay, so key positives in the game. Adrian Peterson looks like he's has his speed back. When he was running the ball, doing some of the speed options in the game, it looked like he kind of had his old freshman legs back. I don't know if he's been training in terms of the speed aspect, or if he lost some weight or whatever. But he's looking really good in that aspect, running the offense well that way. Kind of hope that we do kind of a triple option action, more so traditionally instead of like the more Oregon-esque triple option. That would be kind of nice. The running backs looked fast, and they were hitting the holes really well. Obviously, it's a practice game. Who knows what it'll be like in an actual game, but in terms of just the way they looked, just it looked like they were doing pretty good, and it'll be interesting to see how they do in the season. I think they're going to be a strength, just like the tight end position. Montana transfer Samori Torre could be one of the difference makers with this team. It looks like he can stretch the field and has some big time speed. I think he's going to bring a lot of leadership to the wide receiver group, and he could be like one of our bright spots for this upcoming season. So it'll be nice to see him and Betts and Omar Manning out there playing it on Saturday. Let's see. The tight end group looked really good during the game. Basically catching everything in the radius. It'll be interesting to see if Fedone, hopefully that's the way you say his last name, can come back after his injury. I'm not sure what the timetable is on his injury. I'd have to look into it, but hopefully he could come back in full strength and help that tight end group. Though the tight end group in a whole looks pretty good. Austin Allen was out there for a little bit. He caught a couple balls, and then some of the backup players got some time in there too. Caleb Tanner, he ended up having a sack in the spring game. That was pretty nice. See him back on board. I'm not sure if the car crash was after the spring game, someone would have to tell me about that, but hopefully he's doing okay, and hopefully he has a full recovery from whatever injuries he might have had from that. I'll have to look into seeing what's going on with him, but as up to this point, I know that he was in a car wreck, so hopefully he's okay, and everything will get back to normal for him. The white team defense had an interception. Stanford I'm not sure if that was Harburg or if that was Smothers or Smoothers, or however you want to say it. Logan. Walk on Jackie's Yant looking good. He had a 20-yard touchdown run that looked really good. He had a few other runs during the game that looked really powerful. I have to wonder if he'll be able to get on the field because we have some good running backs in that room. But if he does make it out on the field, man, he looks powerful. Um, it would be really tough figuring out who's going to start for the Corn Huskers this year. I mean, there's just so many dudes back there that could probably play. Um, I saw a fumble recovery by Bullock. Uh, that's really nice to see. We need a lot more turnovers for the defense. I think that could be huge for our team, and we just need to really increase that to give our offenses as many opportunities to score points as they can. You know, and fumble recoveries and interceptions are going to be that type of thing. Some of the negatives that I noticed during the game, um, some of the spring play calling, and I kind of did a little side note, and that could be just from Nebraska not really wanting to show the Big Ten what type of plays we're going to be using. Obviously, they're going to know some of the tendencies that Scott Frost has, but I don't know if Lubbock has some new plays that he's going to try and implement. But that was just one thing that I kind of noticed. But who knows with that? I'm just thinking that they don't want to really show any updated play calling. Um, I saw that Manning had a missed catch. Basically, it was in his hands. We're going to really need these kids to really hold on to the ball, especially if the ball is right there in his hands. It's just it just sucks if you end up getting a ball right to your hands and you just let it pop out. I mean, that could be a pop out to an interception. It could kill a drive. Especially with a throw that he had that Adrian threw to him. It was like a 20-yard throw, so we need to be picking up those large chunk plays in the near future. Second team offense and defense definitely are going to need a lot of reps going into this upcoming year. So I really hope that we're going to be able to kind of crush some of these teams at the beginning, like Illinois, Fordham. We just picked up on September 4th, and Buffalo. I really hope that we can get to some of these ridiculous scores. Like maybe in the 50s. Scoring 50 points or whatever. I'm not sure what the possibility of that happening, but if we can get our second team offense and defense some playing time during live games, I think that'll help the team overall. Um, One thing I noticed was Adrian Martinez threw a late interception in the second half. Just kind of going back to last year, we really need to clean that kind of stuff up, and we can't have our quarterback throwing interceptions. I mean, I know it's going to happen, right? I know turnovers happen, but we just really need to clean that stuff up. So that was one of the other negatives that saw. Um, One negative, and I'm not sure if it's really a negative or not, but it'll be interesting to see who Scott Frost picks for the backup quarterback, second quarterback position. If it's going to be Smothers or Harburg. I mean, they both look pretty good in the spring game, but you know, it's just a practice, so it's hard to say who between the two are going to be considered for the backup quarterback position. And last but not least, I ended up seeing a fumble by the red team, and that was recovered by Bullock. Real nice play on his part, but obviously the red team needs to be able to secure that ball and not allow someone to strip the ball from them. Bullock was on point on that one. He stripped the ball right out of his hands, so that was a good play on his part. Now on to the schedule. Realistically, I really hope that the Cornhuskers could go 9-3. More realistic, maybe expectation might be 7-5 or 6-6. I don't know, but I just definitely know that going a negative record or like 4-8 again for the third year in a row for Scott Frost will not be a good thing for him. I'm not sure if he'll be able to survive that, especially considering what the expectations are for Bill Moose. So my thoughts, if we can limit the turnovers, if we can limit the penalties, and we just play a clean football game throughout the whole season, I think our maximum amount of wins could be 9-3. That might be drinking the Kool-Aid or whatever term you want to call it, but I'm going 9-3 if we can really stay on point, play clean football. So that's my record. So I would say Illinois is a win. Fordham's a win. Who's next after that? Fordham. Buffalo's a win. Oklahoma is probably a loss. I think we play after that Michigan State, I would say, is a win. Northwestern, win. Then Michigan, the game that I'm going to go to. I'm going to also go to the Illinois game. I say Michigan's a win. Then we play Purdue. I say Purdue's a win. We play Minnesota. I say that's a win. And then after that is Ohio State. So that's our third loss or second loss. Ohio State. Let's see. I feel like I'm missing someone. I know we're playing Wisconsin. So I said that was a toss-up. So that was our third loss. And then we play Iowa. And that was our final win. I'm not sure if that tallies up to the right amount of games. But basically, the only losses I have Nebraska losing is to Ohio State, Oklahoma, and Wisconsin. So all the rest are going to be wins. And that's obviously with playing great football throughout the year. I really think that Nebraska could go 3-0 heading into the Oklahoma game. I mean, if we're 3-0 and heading into the Oklahoma game, I mean, honestly, the way that Scott Frost could hype up that game, we could honestly beat Oklahoma. I mean, if we end up going 3-0, that might be lofty goals, but it could be a possibility. You just never know in college football. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think on my predictions. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications for more videos during the week. And if you can, try and share some of my videos. I'm trying to reach up to 100 people on YouTube for subscribers. So anything that you guys can do on your end will help me a lot. So this will be the end of the video, and I'll talk to you guys later. And as always, go Big Red.